Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm filming on my phone. I'm gonna be editing this on my phone, which I always film on my phone. But I'm gonna be doing makeup and ranting about the things going wrong in my life. Mainly because I'm just building it all up and that's not good for me. So we're gonna talk about it, but we're also gonna talk about a little bit about the book that inspired this makeup. Because I want to try and bridge the gap between my regular content of makeup stuff and my booktube content, because there's some people who are here for one, there's some people here who are for both, and you know, I want to try and bridge the gap. So today, I'm going to be doing makeup based on a book that I just finished, which is Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. So I'll show it here in just a second, but I want to start getting my base laid down and just kind of rant to you in general. So before I start talking about the book, let's discuss what's going on and why I have to edit videos on my phone. My MacBook is dead. It has died after like 6 years of serving me well. It's done. It has decided to give me the black screen of death, and you know, it's okay. It's been slowing down for some time, but it broke at a really bad time because I had all these videos planned for this month and I was really doing good with keeping up on a schedule, of course, because isn't that how it always works? And then, you know, it all just kind of went kaput and died. So now I have to edit on my phone, and my parents and Sean decided that they were going to get me an Apple desktop for Christmas, but they are all sold out currently. You can't get them anywhere. And I have to get mine from Best Buy because we have gift cards and stuff, and you know, whatever. So that's just another pain because trying to do this all on my phone is very hard. So I apologize if the quality of these videos is not superb, but I'm again just dealing with what I have at the time. And then my dog's been having a lot of skin issues, so he had to go to the vet today. He got put on a bunch of different stuff that's supposed to help him, which is great news, but it's just one more thing I have to worry about. And then my favorite water bottle broke yesterday. Like, I dropped it on the ground and it just shattered. So that happened, which was super fun. And then, you know, and it's really inconsequential to my life, but it's just one of those things that, like, when everything's going bad and then more bad things happen, it just adds to your stress. Yeah, everything's just breaking. And then of course, you know, it's getting to be Christmas time and you don't really want to be dropping a bunch of money on a computer, a brand new computer, when you're trying to buy gifts for other people, because obviously the holidays are a very expensive time for most. And I've barely started Christmas shopping, so, you know, that's always a fun time. But today I am going to get my hair done, so hopefully that will bring me a wee bit of serotonin and dopamine that I need to bring me joy. The book I'm talking about today is Kingdom of the Curse, and when I'm done with my brows, you will see the cover. Now, I just finished this book, and I'm not going to talk about it too much because I do have my wrap-ups at the end of the month, but these covers, the Barnes & Noble editions, are so gorgeous that I had to do a makeup look based off of it. And it's also one of my favorite books of all time, for sure. Like, the first one was definitely a favorite, and then I reread it and then read this one, and it's so good. So I can't give you too much away because it's a sequel, but the whole premise of this book is that there are twin witches who are born in Italy. So it all takes place in, I actually think it all takes place in Sicily. And you meet their grandmother, and their family runs a restaurant. And basically one of the sisters, you find out very, you know, within the first 50 pages, is murdered. And the other sister is going to avenge her and figure out who killed her, because there's a bunch of witches being killed and they don't know who it is. And in doing so, she ends up making a deal with one of the 7 princes of hell, so one of the 7 deadly sins, and it goes from there. So this book is like a little bit of an enemies to lovers romance. It's Kerri Maniscalco, so she wrote Stalking Jack the Ripper, so you get that wonderful witty banter that she is so good at doing. The sin that she kind of aligns herself with is wrath, and the way they describe him, like if you were trying to picture someone in your head, I picture like, I've seen some fan art and it's a little bit different than I picture him, but I really get a lot of like Tom Ellis's Lucifer in certain parts of it. Fan cast is like, I would definitely say Pride is probably like, I picture is kind of like Harry Styles. Wrath, it would be like Tom Ellis, but he would have to be way younger. Greed, for some reason, and this isn't the way he's described in the book, but the way I see him is kind of like Mike Myers as the manager or the record company exec in Bohemian Rhapsody. So here's the book cover. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. So we're going to be doing blues, sparkles, some silver, some deep navy blue, but this is the cover. It's very pretty, and I don't know what the other one looks like. I just think instead of having a light kind of blue, it's just all dark blue. So here's the cover that we're using for inspiration. Rami Malek could probably be one of the sins as well, just by the way they describe their features. That's very his facial structure. The Blue Moon palette too from ColourPop, and use like these colors, these blues, because they are the perfect shades to fade in and blend the colors with. But yeah, this is one book that I really hope never ever 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 gets made into like a movie or TV adaptation, because I think it just, there's so much in the books that would just get lost. Like, no, it's such a good book. You get a lot of like, if you're someone who's not really into religion, I would definitely say it's probably a book that you would like, because they question a lot of the things that are in the Bible, and I'm not a religious person. I think I've mentioned that on here before. But also it's a lot of like, there's some lies and deception kind of on both sides. But the bond that you get between Amelia and Wrath is just so good, because they're reluctant partners. And I think that's always a really fun kind of concept. There's also a ton of talk about food in the books because of her family owning a restaurant. Like, Amelia talks about cooking and how it's very therapeutic to her. I like that aspect, and they talk about the food so in depth, but not so much that it takes you out of the story, because I feel like that's really easy to do when you start getting so detailed about food, especially something so intricate like Italian food. But it's just fun to watch her mind work when they're talking about her in the kitchen. Kind of in like a new reading mindset, I guess is the word I'm looking for, where I'm actually rereading books I already read this year, which I know seems ridiculous because I have so many and so many to read, but it's helping me like stay and finish series, because instead of trying to push through the second book and not remembering what happened in the first book, I'm just rereading it, and I read it much faster because obviously I already know what's going to happen, but I pick up on little details that maybe, you know, I missed the first time. There we go. There, that made a nice transition. See, I'm so smart sometimes when it comes to makeup, and sometimes I'm an idiot. I'm rereading stuff. Like right now I'm rereading Bringing Down the Duke, so then I can reread A Rogue of One's Own, so I can reread so I can read for the first time Portrait of a Scotsman, because I kind of flew through Bringing Down the Duke. that I forgot who is supposed to be who in the companion novels, so I didn't enjoy them as much. So I want to see if I like them better. I've just been focusing on reading and trying to figure out how to film that will be the most effective way. The nice part is it doesn't take me as long to edit because I'm not moving files to 4 different places, so there's a lot less room for error when it comes to moving my stuff around. The book is amazing. I'm so excited that there's going to be another one. It doesn't even have a name yet, which I don't think I'll have to reread all of them to get to the next one. But I'll probably reread Kingdom of the Cursed. I won't go back and reread Kingdom of the Wicked, but I'll reread Kingdom of the Cursed so that I know what's going on. It's getting all over my lashes anyway, so false lashes would have just been like catchers for all of this glitter, but it's pretty, so we'll go with it. So I'm gonna curl my lashes here. I just have to find the little pad thing. I'm just gonna use Lash Paradise. So if you're someone who likes fantasy novels, I would definitely recommend these ones because they are different. Her other ones are historical fiction. Granted, these ones take place in like the 19th century, so it's not historical, but it's not as much focused on historical events like the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. A contour. But yeah, these are more fantasy based. You know, if you're really into religion, you probably wouldn't like them because they're not really, I mean, there's some biblical aspects, but not a lot. So if you're not into religion and that's what's scaring you away from them, you'll be fine, I promise. I'm just gonna blend it using this Real Techniques brush that I really like for this kind of stuff where maybe you're trying something different and obviously your blend is not going to be exactly the same as how you used to do it. So this brush never has any product on it except whatever just, you know, comes off my face when I do it. But it's great for taking away excess product and just blending everything really nicely. Go in with a little blush. A little bit of highlight. I just grabbed one. This one has like a little bit of a purple reflect. So I'm just going to go down my nose with it a little bit. It's a ColourPop one. For lips, since I'm doing a lighter wig, I want to go with a lighter nude because I really haven't done a nude lip in a while. And I mean, to be honest, this look, I think either like a black lip or a nude lip. So I'm going with nude. This is Baby Doll from NYX. Alright, so I put the wig on, and as you can see, just this long blonde one that I showed in my wig collection video. It's got a few kinks in it still because I just took it out of the package and cut the lace off, and the knots need a little help. But for just putting it on and cutting the lace off, I think it looks good. My lips look a little dry, like this lip color did not lay down the way I want it to, so we're just gonna add some lip gloss to it. So this is the finished look. If you guys enjoyed, let me know down below. If you want to see more like book covers inspired by makeup, let me know. I have lots to choose from, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.